Law and Home Affairs Minister K. Shanmugam has called out non-constituency MP Leong Mun Wai in Parliament, accusing him of undermining Singapore's multiracial approach and making racist comments. Mr. Shanmugam cited a Facebook comment made by Mr. Leong in February 2023 about how Singaporeans would not be condemned to living in HDB flats under proposed public housing policies by the Progress Singapore Party. Mr. Shanmugam was responding to a question from Mr. Leong on reviewing the CMIO framework, which manages race-related policies. Mr. Shanmugam said the model helped promote social cohesion and asked Mr. Leong for clarification on the rationale for his question. Mr. Leong cited Minister Edwin Tong's recent comments on adapting the CMIO model to a changing multicultural landscape. The issue of Singapore's Ethnic Integration Policy, or EIP, was raised and sparked a back and forth between the two men. The EIP prevents ethnic enclaves in HDB estates by limiting the number of households of each race in a neighbourhood.
I think that those different perspectives are clear when, for example, you see some of the things that Mr. Leong has said in the past. For example, on HDB living, if you look at Mr. Leong's Facebook post of February 2023, and I quote, he says that Singaporeans are not condemned to living in HDB flat. Mr. Leong has also made comments in this House which are racist, and he has quite freely admitted to that too.
Mr. Shanmugam referred to a September 2021 exchange about the Singapore-India-SECA Free Trade Agreement, where even Mr. Leong's own party members felt his remarks had a racial undertone, targeting the Indian community. Mr. Leong later acknowledged that some might perceive it that way.
And if you combine that with his racist comments, Mr. Leong may not put much value in our multiracial approach. He may not put value in our ethnic integration in our housing estates. But the EIP, for example, is a key plank of our policy to ensure that people live together, are integrated, and we put a lot of value in making sure our housing estates are well managed because we care for Singaporeans, and the CMIO is a key plank of those policies.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to put on record that PSP supports the EIP, the Ethnic Integration Program policy that we have for HDB flats. What we take issue with is that the EIP has caused economic disadvantages. There's an economic cost to the minorities. So we have recommended in this Parliament that we should compensate the minorities for that economic cost they have incurred. So that's all we say. We are not against the EIP at all.
I note that Mr. Leong doesn't deny saying that 80% of Singaporeans who live in HDB flats are condemned and that his comments were racist. Thank you, sir.